I love what you're describing and how it correlates to human health. And we've dived in there with other people.
Yeah.
And like once you awakened, so to speak, to the divinity of you, right?
Yeah.
Like how's it affected your health, the health with yourself, your health with your relationships, your children, your beautiful mama?
Yeah.
Like how's that been for you?
How's that affected it?
Yeah.
That came with recreating new habits, recreating new lifestyles, new disciplines, and everything. And so it's like it's reflected in everything. So it's like the less I became further away from the lifestyle, I just started putting in new things and new things and new things.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Two Thumbs Up podcast. Dr. Todd here today. Again, we're sponsored by Concussion Pros, self-sponsorship. But I got a friend of mine here today who Beth and I we just met this morning. Which I was just saying how fun it is for me to do a podcast with someone I just met because I have no preconceived ideas.
Yeah, you know nothing.
I know nothing, and so welcome to the show. Glad to have you on today.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you. So our good friend Lily, who is actually the producer, we'll call you producer now, Lil, of the show. You're good friends with her.
Yes.
And we love Lily, and she's like, you got to have Bethany Diaz on. I'm like, we can do that. And so tell us a little bit about, what you do. Just start there. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
So, I'm a wife and a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Work-wise, I'm a tattoo artist. I do fine line tattoos, fine line courses, piercings, permanent cosmetics, teeth whitening, and tooth gems.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been doing
What's
that
the name of your...
Redeemer Inc.
Redeemer Inc.?
Redeemer
Oh,
Inc.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have a local office or local shop?
Yeah, so we're located in Jordan Landing. So
Okay.
We just have a suite out there, and before my business was called Royalty Beauty, so we just transferred that name literally a couple months ago.
So Redeemer Inc. Tell us a little bit about that name.
Redeemer Inc.
Yeah.
So Redeemer Inc. We actually got that name after me and my husband got married. Mm-hmm. Kind of in the process when we were setting that up, because our wedding was pure redemption. Mm-hmm. We had different family members contact us that we hadn't talked to in probably 8 years, and just the whole meaning of our wedding was redemption, and we created our business to be a place of redemption, because when people come and get tattooed, they're walking through a lot of pain.
Yeah.
People need a release of something, and so we created that atmosphere almost like a hidden garden, so people can come in and process their emotions and their feelings and kind of lay it at God's feet, sometimes without knowing that it's meant to be at his feet.
Yeah.
So we don't get Christians at least 90% of the time.
So you've created a safe place.
Yes.
Where people can come and, have an experience.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And a redemptive experience, a place for safety.
Self-healing.
Yes.
Yeah. So can we back up in time a little bit with you? So you're a mom and a wife. You have kiddos. Yeah. So what kind of got you... you've only been in the tattoo industry for about 3 years. Is that correct? 4 years. Mm-hmm. And so before that, you've obviously had some life experiences and some different things come up. Where did you grow up?
So I grew up out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up in West Jordan, and I went to high school at West Jordan High and Copper Hills and then Riverton. Yeah. And so I'm from California. I'm from Newport Beach, but we've been out here since I was little. Yeah. So just been out here my whole life. So
what sort of brought you to your life events? Where have you, what fields have you walked in, so to speak, where you've kind of, it's oh, now I find myself here.
Yeah. In this room.
In this room, or in what you're doing for a living, because if I look back on sort of my whatever I'm doing here, right, it's kind of led me to my passions and my what I really love and what I really want to create.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I was talking about with the podcast is what I love is, okay, how what is the course that God put the path you're on, whatever,
Yeah.
however you got there, that led you to what you're doing and what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, and vitally important to me is what you're learning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you could, I don't know, want to dive in there a little bit.
No, that's good. That's good. When you think of like a pathway, it's like you think it's like, oh, it's gonna be like this and this and this, and sometimes it goes like.
Or does it sometimes do this Mount Everest thing? I call it a Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, this is a cool mountain.
Yeah. Then there's the other, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I went through high school. I totally like loved makeup. I went to school for makeup artistry right after I went out of high school, and I wanted to do special effects makeup for horror films, and so I did like tons of courses with that, and then I ended up going out to Florida. I did like schooling for like eyebrow extensions and like going in for like hair follicle transplants and like learning the anatomy for that. And I always had a passion in making things beautiful and using the imagination with that. And so after that, like I went to school for aesthetics for a short period of time, and then kind of went on my own journey for there. I got into like hardcore drugs and was a drug addict for like 15 years.
In Florida?
For what?
In Florida?
No. I mean, I was like partially in my addiction. Like even when I went out to Florida, I still went to school out there. I was still partially in my addiction, and then even came back and still went to school. I was in it.
So interesting to me is you've had this other experience you're going to sort of dive into, but you innately you're an artist.
Yeah.
And so what is it about, I mean, even when you said your whole life you've been into, you want to make things more beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
And so what is it about art, that artistry, that you find fulfilling?
Just creativity, imagination, and being able to I think I picture it as like God's giant paintbrush, like if he created everything beautiful in its time, even like all the ugly in between, like it has to have a masterpiece. And so that's like kind of, I've always loved art since I was really little, and just my imagination, like my dad really taught me to have like a really intense imagination. And so being able to create it on a canvas, is something, but it's like, I love being able to tell a story and then create it with everything that we've walked through.
Yeah, you mentioned the ugly. Yes. And so what is it that an artist like yourself or God would see in the ugly?
It's part of the beauty. It's part of the process. It's part of.
Is it possible that that's the beginning of the beauty?
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah, it can.
So we talk about addiction and all these things we go through, and we call it ugly, but yet what's the result?
It's so pretty.
It's so beautiful. It, to me, it actually is the beginning of beauty.
Yeah.
And so, and I love that you see that, because that's, if you just even look out a window and see the artistry, right? To me, everything is an art form.
Yeah.
The way people move. We're into biomechanics and how the brain functions.
It's
the artist. It is artistry.
Yeah.
It is the heart of creation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, that's art.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that, I don't know who Lao Tzu is. He's an ancient Chinese philosopher, and he talks about the person who only hears 5 tones is deaf, and the first person that only sees 5 colors is blind. And so it's like, whoa, what is the artistry of? And it's taking this beautiful blank slate that we may call void or absence of light and create beauty.
Yeah.
Is so
like a blank canvas.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
And so to me, that's however my life, and I can see in your life, and I can see in their lives.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Right.
So I love the idea of art.
Yeah.
And how an artist truly, no matter if it's a musician or the beautiful things you create, or a dancer or an athlete, or the way somebody raises their child, or like, that's all art.
Yeah.
To me.
It's so crazy.
And so, you mentioned that you had this innate thing that you just kind of, it's who you are to create beauty. And So you started doing these things. And so then you walked through other experiences.
Yeah.
And what did, as you walked through those experiences, if you called addiction, what was it that you felt, what was it that took you in that direction?
I had a lot of trauma, a lot of bitterness, a lot of self-hatred, a lot of being boxed and not allowing myself to be, who I was supposed to be, and kind of getting scared of purpose. And so I think that we go back to old habits and we go back to things that keep us safe, because it's not that we're too afraid of things wrong happening, that we're too afraid of everything right happening for us.
And so we develop these patterns. Yes. We call them neuroplastic patterns, but they're patterns of behavior or thought about oneself, about myself, that we come to these conclusions about ourselves. Yes. And so, as you kind of saw those patterns in yourself, you chose some things that created massive avoidance, right?
Yeah.
And so in those of when you to avoid what you're experiencing, people turn to alcohol, drug. There's all kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
To avoid life.
Yeah.
And as you were in those experiences of what I actually call, because I know I've had my own experiences, and so I call them my avoidance mechanisms, and drugs can be one of those, or alcohol. So what was it for you that you were avoiding, would you say?
Probably honest conversations with myself, honest conversations with God.
Yes.
So I was like, I don't want to face my mirror.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
face your mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
It's like, well, and the irony to me is we talk about a mirror, right? What is a mirror?
That's a good one.
Yeah. You stand in front of it because you're a person, I can already, that you love beauty. You love art. You love form.
Yeah.
You love creation and creativity and interaction. And I mean, at the heart of it, it's the way you love. Yes. But yet you bring up this mirror effect.
Yeah.
Because I think about this a lot. Okay. And I was just working with someone in the other room. And I have mirrors in there. And the reason we have mirrors in there is my intention is for people to stand and see themselves. Literally, structurally, how they hold themselves against gravity. But they're 99% of the time, they don't even want to look at themselves.
Wow.
I have to say, look in your eyes. Because when someone looks in their eyes, their structure changes.
Yeah.
And so you bring up this mirror effect, because I love this idea. So you literally afraid to look in a mirror. What is that? What is it for someone that's so beautiful and so loves creation and loves art form? What is it that you find in humanity or even in yourself, the avoidance to actually see your beauty in your own mirror?
Yeah.
Do you get my question?
Yeah. So like even with a mirror, right? Like having a bunch of shattered fragments, you still have to place it together whether it fits or not. So it's like being able to look into the mirror, like we can't physically look into a mirror without, like, if we carry like guilt or shame or anything like that, self-condemnation, we don't have capacity to look in a mirror. There's no way because our heart structure and how we view things is a delusion. It's not real. It's
closed off.
Yeah. So it's like that shame, that guilt, all of that kind of stuff. Pity me. And being stuck in that area isn't going to allow you to be able to see those things. They have to be dealt with regardless. So we can hide them under a rug.
Dropping the walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
By your own sound and your own music.
Yeah.
Do you see the analogy?
No, I haven't.
Do you know the walls of Jericho?
Yeah.
So how did the walls of Jericho come tumbling down?
They walked around it, right?
By doing?
Singing and shouting, right?
Trumpets, music, vibration, tone, frequency.
Yeah.
And the walls of Jericho came tumbling down. I liken that to the walls you're describing around one's own heart. But the only way for those walls to come down is for one to do what?
Yeah.
to sing their own song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as the walls come down, oh, there I am. Now I can look in
Oh
my
my gosh,
mirror.
I like myself again.
Look how beautiful I am.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the, when you're sharing this, I see this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you dropped the walls of Jericho,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and
it's
then there's freedom.
freedom.
And then you're just like, oh my gosh, like, because I like myself now, I can then see everything else is beautiful.
And what do you see then? So tell me, once in that place, how many colors do you see?
All the things.
Infinite.
Yeah.
How many sounds do you hear?
All the things. Just beauty, yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you, God. Thank you, me. Thank you, you.
Yeah.
All things are then that the ugliness, the hell, we sort of, yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil, for God is with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Yeah.
I will dwell in the house of God forever, of the Lord forever. It's like, oh, I walked through the valley of the shadow of death. Did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you emerged triumphant, we call it you can call it redemption, which is a beautiful word, or self-forgiving, or trusting, or faith, or all of those beautiful words, right? As you emerge triumphant and still learning, how has your artistry shifted?
Tremendously.
Yes.
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 It was crazy because I went through a season of like God like was like really telling me, he's like, I'm about to push you through your breakthrough on the next level. But it was such a heart structure that I had to like, almost like I was beating something by grace, you know? And the second I like beat it hard enough, like that's when the rock cracked open, and then like my whole artistry like shifted into another realm. So it was like, I think everything that we do like absolutely comes through the heart, you know?
Yes.
It's just like this pure reflection.
And as we talked about, the walls come tumbling down, your heart is the purity of your heart. And that, as I've experienced that, and I see others experiencing that, to me, as the heart opens, all of these possibilities become evident, and that's where the tree of life begins to grow. And like, oh, now I'm gonna paint this. Now I'm gonna create this business. Now I'm gonna be this type of husband. Now I'm gonna be all of these beautiful possibilities show up, like these little beautiful branches of this tree. Because I opened my heart and realized I'm a child of God. There's the fruit and the possibilities, and so as you've kind of gone through this, you mentioned addiction and we mentioned all these things. It's interesting because to me, and I think there's some beauty in people that create, because you mentioned horror movies, right? Yeah. There's this. It's interesting because there's a feeling about that, and that's what you wanted to create. And I actually find that there could be beauty there too, in that creative essence. What was it about that sort of you were interested in?
Wanting to do makeup for horror movies.
Yeah.
That was.
How was it a reflection of you?
Yeah,
my question.
For sure. So as a child growing up, it was like since I was really, really little, I would get sleep paralysis every single night for like, I don't know, maybe 16 years or something like that. I get sleep paralysis, and my night terrors were so bad that I actually wanted to recreate the paralysis as on a human body, to be able to recreate that in a film, kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, and how that whole movie was created. And now, like, I can't even watch horror films because I'm like, my soul is like, I can't do it. It's too much. Like,
do you see why I asked the question?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a reflection of someone's experience, and it's a beautiful outlet because it's there. But to me, can I share? Your soul was sort of stuck there. Yeah. But it was this out form of like, I can at least get some of this energy out of what I'm experiencing in makeup
and creative art.
Yeah. And you see it with beautiful artists all the time. Where their art changes over time as they metamorph into into who they are. That's and the remembrance, the redemption, the redeemed of who they are, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, I love, different art. Like I think of the David, Michelangelo's David,
Yeah.
and it was just a piece of rock, a marble. And look what he created in the Sistine Chapel. It was just a blank slate. Or, all of these, we see it with musicians. Their music changes over time as they, and I feel like everyone is an artist in their own way.
Yeah.
And so, as you sort of emerged from that self-guilt, paralysis. That's a great word.
Yeah.
Like
Life
you had
paralysis, yeah.
night paralysis at night. And what do you see how that actually affected your body?
Yeah.
What was it in the paralysis that, I mean, we hear that word, and we've heard of night terrors or night paralysis, but what did it do to your body? What did you feel? Was your body
Stuck.
What was your energy levels like?
Yeah, you just didn't have any energy.
No energy.
You couldn't even hardly think throughout the day too.
So it literally zapped what we call ATP, your cells' energy, right? So it zapped all of that because of, and at the heart of that, though, that paralysis, what would you say, what would it be a word, how you would describe that? What was a word that, we talk about terror, we talk about fear, well, that's the word. Like,
It's like, I don't know, to me it's just stagnant,
stuck energy.
and like lost. Like it's kind of like, yeah, probably just stagnant and lost.
Yeah. And so what did you have, because of the stagnicity, did you have like other health things going on?
A lot
your
of mental
body?
stuff.
Mental stuff.
Yeah, a lot of mental stuff.
And so, and it led you down the road of addiction. And how did you, what was the turning point that, would you say, the scorched earth experience with that addiction where you're like, either I'm shifting or I'm shifting. You get me?
Yeah.
So what was it for
That
you?
shifted.
What was that? What was like, I've had enough of this, the way I'm doing this? Did you have an event, an experience? Did someone show up in your life that assisted you? Maybe a lot of people along the way?
Yeah. My mom was, my mom's LDS, but I mean, just the fact that she even tried praying.
Prayer.
But I went to, I was hardcore in my addiction, and I ended up, it had to be Jesus. There's no other way. There's no other way to possibly get through any type of addiction in life without him. And I've done all the things possible. So like all the therapies, all the EMDR treatments, everything possible, treatment center after treatment center. So it had to be Jesus. And even after Jesus, I still went back to addiction. And so my breaking point was, I remember telling myself, like, years ago, like being like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm never going to get out of this, that I'm going to die this way. And my breaking point, one of my friends that I got into a really dark place, one of my friends, she ended up, I went to a Christian recovery home, and I was living with her a month after, like I told her, I was like, hey, I'm leaving, I can't do this anymore. A month after I had left, I went into a Christian recovery home. These girls like showed up at my house, like right when I was about to commit suicide, and I fell asleep. And then the next morning they showed up there because my mom called them. And so, mind you, like the friend that I was with, we were just around people in gangs, like just living a crazy lifestyle. And so a month in that I went into the Christian recovery home, my friend that I was with got murdered. And so if God didn't save me within that month and that timeline, I would have been in the car with her when she got killed, and so it had to be Jesus. It had to be the wake up call, even though I hated God and I resented him, but that was my shift.
So what is it about that message of Jesus that you're like, okay, this is my salvation. This is there's so much grace here for me.
Yeah.
That because people have had experiences with him throughout time. And so was it for you about that message that gave you some hope?
was that like perfect love casts out the multitude of sins. And it was like a love abounding that I have never had in my life.
So what happened to the guilt?
It was why it took a while.
How about the fear?
To leave. It still took a long time.
And so was
It
it?
didn't fully leave.
Yeah. And so day to day, moment to moment,
Yeah.
the patterns of self-destruction are still there. Yes.
No.
Do they still show up a little bit?
Sometimes when I have
Yeah.
like a character defect that shows
Yeah.
up and I'm like, ew.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know.
Yeah.
So staying close to the message of
Yeah.
grace.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm
Yeah.
going with this? Because I know patterns.
Uh-huh.
Your life sort of in some ways parallels mine with some of the things you've shared, and so but I know how grace still shows up in my life because of
Yeah.
my patterns
Yeah.
and have they become, because you say you initially said, oh no, they're gone, but do you see how they have become this gentle reminder now?
Mm-hmm.
Has that been your experience? Because the patterns are still there
Yeah.
of the history,
Yeah.
but to me it's become this gentle reminder
Uh-huh.
to stay close
Yeah.
to the fire,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what are you seeing with that? Does that resonate with you at all, or?
Yeah. It's kind of like it's the fear of God, like losing him or even being like distant from him is where like everything old will start becoming me.
Bingo.
You know, and so it's like because that person
sort of comes
has
back
died,
in, huh? Yeah.
like I've killed her so many times, but if I'm away from God, then that person is still there.
Yes.
You know,
And really, who's moving away?
it would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the rock's always the rock.
Yeah. He doesn't.
So Lily and I have talked about this because lots of us have played in the sand,
Yeah.
so to speak. Have you played in the sand?
Yeah.
Have you attempted to build your house upon the sand?
Yeah. It doesn't.
And so the result's the result, yes.
Yeah.
But the rock's always been the rock, yes. Mm-hmm. The foundation is the foundation of all of existence. Mm-hmm. And to me, the foundation of existence is the love of God.
Yeah.
And so it's upon which all things are created in art form. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so the only one that moved away from the rock was me. And that was part of the process, mm-hmm. right? So it's like, oh, there's an Everest. I'm like, oh, how did I do that? Like, what am I going to... But because of the Everest, I stood on top of the mountain. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I can see the valley.
Yeah.
And then another one comes. And then instead of Everest, they become these little like speed bumps because of the clarity of relationship with Jesus and God. Mm-hmm. And so it's, I don't know. I love what you're sharing because I love that there's an emergence of this in our world now. And the light of Christ has always been the light of Christ. Mm-hmm. And I'm the only one that hit it. And so I love that you see that. I love that it's what you guys do in your work now. It's what we do.
Yeah.
It's what my intention is with my business. Yeah. I love what you're describing and how it correlates to human health. And we've dived in there with other people.
Yeah.
And like once you awakened, so to speak, to the divinity of you, right? Yeah. Like how's it affected your health, the health with yourself, your health with your relationships, your children, your beautiful mama? Yeah. Like how's that been for you?
How's that affected it?
Yeah.
That came with recreating new habits, recreating new lifestyles, new disciplines and everything. And so it's like it's reflected in everything. So it's like the less I became further away from the lifestyle, I just started putting in new things and new things and new things. And I hate complacency. And so I won't stay there long. Like if I can start to feel it in my soul, then I'll be like, okay, I got to try something new, even if it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, well, that sucked. So, so it's like, but the fact of doing something new is like, oh my gosh, I'm experiencing life again. I'm experiencing something difficult and something hard.
You're taking action.
Yeah.
Because when you said a word a while ago mm-hmm. called stagnation, mm-hmm. It's like you've seen a stagnant pond,
Yeah.
Yeah, no movement.
Yeah.
See what the result.
Yeah.
But you've seen a rushing river.
Uh-uh.
Have you seen a rushing river?
Oh, rushing.
Not a Russian river, a rushing river. Yeah, have you seen one?
Yeah.
Like beauty,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And have you ever heard the phrase, his love came like a rushing river?
Yeah.
You get it? The analogy's the same, yes. They didn't say, it's not been said, it's not, his love is like a stagnant pond. It's like, no.
You're like, oh, dang.
No, I think that doesn't make any sense. It's like, no, it's a rushing river.
Yeah.
Have you experienced it?
Yeah. That is so
Does
good.
it overflow
That's
with
such
you?
a good analogy.
Does your cup runneth over?
Yeah.
Right? All of these phrases we've heard and we know and we've experienced. And then when you walk through what the valley of the shadow of death, yes, and emerge triumphant, is it a rushing river?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
So nuts. I never related as a rushing river to stagnation. Like,
Well, are the opposites.
They're the opposites, but I've never put that together. That's so cool.
Stagnation is the opposite of a rushing river.
Yeah.
Like, wait, my life is a rushing, like I'm in, like I'm riding the rapids and we're like, look at the, like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I can slow it down, and slowing's beautiful.
Yeah.
But stagnation creates, because you said take action. Because when you take action now, what do you experience?
Life, and it's abundant, yeah.
Abundant life. And so, what would that be something you would recommend to people, is to just get up and take action, do something. There's this, you ever watch Seinfeld?
No.
Okay, so there's an episode in Seinfeld where I love George. He's one of my favorite characters, but everything in his life is like not working, right? And so he's one day he's in the cafe and he's ordering something and he's like, I always order tuna on rye.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, nope, I'm going to order this, and this. I'm going to do it's opposite George Day.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the waitress comes over and wants to get his number. And so he's this bald, chubby, single guy, lives at his parents' house, right? So I love George, because then he's like, it's opposite George Day.
Yeah.
He took action. He did something different.
Yeah.
And he got all these different results.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, Todd.
Yeah.
Stagnation Todd.
Yeah.
Right? What are you going to do today?
Yeah.
Are you going to be a bum and be self-loathing and a pity party? Or are you going to actually do something different? So sometimes I have opposite Todd day.
Do you?
And I'm like, I'm going to go do this. I don't know what the result's going to be.
Right.
And so when you share these things, I'm like, oh, I get it. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a rushing river today.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to just be this gentle stream.
Yeah. But with talk about with stagnation and with being on the rushing river, when it slows down, what I've noticed in my last season that I was in, when it slows down and it becomes really, really hard, where there's maybe some pressure, you're not stagnant, but you're being pressured and you're being squished. And crunched, but slow is also good. Slow is also good to enjoy the view while you're being crushed. While it's it's still pretty outside, but we're not going fast enough, and I don't know where we're going, but we know it's going somewhere.
And those moments, it's to me, what you're describing is a remembrance of your vision, of your creation, of what you were wanting to do. Because contemplativeness and slowing the energy. But what happens? My experience, if I stay there too long, it becomes really oh yeah.
Oh, this is comfortable.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah.
And we know the result of staying there.
Right.
That self-loathing shows up and that. Yes?
Yeah.
So what you're describing then, I hear you describing is making choices. Yes. It's okay. Being conscious of who you are and your patterns. It's like, oh yeah, I know that pattern. Right? What am I going to do about it, God? Oh, okay. Okay. Or then a person shows up. Or you have a beautiful conversation. And the lights start to, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The energy shifts.
Right.
The flow shifts. The water changes depth, temperature, flow, whatever, right?
Yeah. But that's like getting out of your box of religion too at the same time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm placing religion off to the side. I'm getting out. And then like God's like, okay, now I can give you. Now here's this person. Now here's that person too. You know.
So, where do you see yourself going from here? I mean, you're creating beautiful things. You're doing beautiful things. Where do you see yourself? Where do you go? Where are you going from here?
From with creativity and
Yeah,
everything.
your work, your visions of what you guys are creating.
Yeah. Uh, so where I'll talk about like where I'm at,
Yeah.
because where I'm currently at is I'm getting out of like where I've reached my breakthrough point with like a certain type of style that I'm doing. And then I've been in a correction season like crazy.
What does that mean?
Correction season where I've been growing hardcore. And it's been being corrected by God and being corrected by life and people, places, things, which have been amazing. Like it's been super awesome. And so, with Fine Line, when you were talking about like kind of like the heart structure, how it is revealed in work, my current work is very, very delicate. It's very crisp and it's very clean. It was also the season that I was in for that.
I see.
So now I'm like kind of getting to that breakthrough of growing into like more different styles and more detailed stuff. So I have to be corrected to get there. Where I'm hoping that is going in the art world is more they're like just fine line realism, so like a lot smaller pictures but make it look insanely realistic, almost statue like. So that's where I need to start growing in those areas.
And what's fascinating to you about fine lines
Yeah.
and realism?
What's fascinating
Yeah,
about it
yeah, for you.
Is the detail. Like every tiny little detail, every little dot with it, how to create even shading. Because with artists that do, I've seen artists that do like really big pieces, but they can't do fine line because they're so used to their same techniques of like really like huge giant needles or anything like that. Mine is very, very, very detailed. So I'm really learning the more detail I have, the slower
And
I
for
need to
you,
go.
that detail, what does it? What do you personally? What is it you find joyful in that? Or like, I don't know if joyful is the right word, but like, what do you find fulfilling about that detail?
That little tiny detail, that
Yeah,
microscopic thing,
yeah,
it makes the picture.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, how's that a reflection of your life? The emergence of from that what you did with makeup early on
Yeah.
to the fine line detail of what you see now.
Yeah.
How's that a reflection of your life?
Being present. Yeah. Because like every little tiny present moment, you can't make a mistake on the details with it because every detail of your life matters throughout the day.
So in the present, what do you experience?
This moment, like as we're talking,
Yeah, what do you experience in this moment?
like in this room.
Well, when you're in the moment of just being with that artistry and that line,
Yeah.
what is in that moment?
Everything's shut off. I'm literally
And
with that.
you're in tune with
Yeah, the now.
the now and God. Because isn't that the artistry? So in that moment, then, to me, that's where eternity exists.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the past and it's not in the future. It's in that fine detailed moment of what you are creating. And everything disappears
Yeah.
except you and that experience.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
You ready to continue doing that and much, much more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have more work. I'm
sure.
I'm just getting so many downloads right now.
Yeah, so
I'm like,
what is
oh
your?
my gosh.
I love to ask this question, and we'll talk for a few more. I mean,
Yeah.
we could talk for hours, I'm sure. But what has this whole experience? Because you mentioned your mom. I don't know. She's coming up for me. Okay.
yeah.
So she prayed for you,
Yeah.
like mamas do. Yeah.
They do.
Oh
They're
my
amazing.
gosh! Thank you, mama. Right. What and tell me what your emergence, your metamorphosis, your what you've experienced. What's the relationship like with her for
With my
you?
mom. I have a beautiful relationship with my mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of breakthroughs, honest conversations with each other, had some really big fights, but like if I didn't have those fights, I wouldn't have had this type of love. So before it wasn't like that. Yeah. So.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
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 And look who walked through the valley of the shadow of death with you.
Yeah.
Even though there was sometimes loathing and hatred and all these
For
words,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Hair
But
pulling.
yeah, huh?
Hair pulling.
Hair pulling, yeah, all the
Just
above,
dragging
right?
me across
Yeah,
the valley.
yeah. So yeah, God bless your mama.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. She's so beautiful.
Yeah, aren't they amazing? Yeah. So, and she's, I'm sure, elated with what you're doing and creating and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's grown on her. Like she's released that a lot. Like she doesn't put her religious aspect on it, which is so healing, because she wasn't like that, and so. It's
interesting, and you mentioned her religious experience, and I know that one well as well, but the dogma associated with some of that. But what has been your experience with the actual the essence of the message of Jesus, for example, with dogma? You know what I mean by dogma? The control mechanism. This is the only right way to do this.
Yeah.
Then you've got to do it this way, or this is how our family does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's been your experience with the freedom of the actual message of
Jesus? It has been. I mean, even the freedom from religion in general, but I still feel like we battle with that every day. I feel like we battle with religion. Like
how would you say you do? How do you battle with it?
Overly repenting for stuff.
So the guilt mechanism shows back up. Okay.
Yeah, without even recognizing that I'm doing it, or
pattern.
If something bad happens in life, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to repent. This happened because I'm in sin in this area when I'm really not.
Yeah.
And God's like, stop, dude.
Stop, dude. Yeah, you should make a shirt. God says stop, dude.
God says stop, dude. Yeah. Chill out, man.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah. And I think that's like the pressure and the control and everything else that's like so aligned with it too. And so coming like out of that is its own process too. You
mentioned fine lines before.
Yeah.
Have you seen a fine line between what I call dogma and control? There's a fine line because you're describing all these beautiful things, but there's a fine line between stuckness and stagnicity and guilt and shame and all of these things and freedom. And you called it religion. There's a line there. Religare means the seeker of truth. It's the root of the word religion. So there's a seeker of truth. But then there's that precipice where, oh my gosh, now I just fell over into dogma and control, and this is how it's got to be, and all these things, this judgment piece. Well, the opposite of that is freedom. The opposite of that is, it's in the moment that I fall into that, I became a Pharisee.
Yeah.
Or a Sadducee, or the woman at the well.
Yeah.
You get it? Or the woman caught in adultery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did he do? He drew a line in the sand.
Yeah.
And he says, of ye that is without sin, cast the first stone.
Yeah.
And he says to the woman, freedom, go in peace.
Yeah.
You're a divine daughter of God.
That is so good, yeah.
But look at the fine line.
Yeah.
And so, to me, religion is a beautiful remembering point of the freedom of God, not the dogma of God. And when I fall into dogma, I'm missing the message.
Yeah.
You get me?
I'm missing the mark, yeah.
I missed my message again. I got stagnant. I'm not a flowing river.
Yeah.
I'm a stagnant pond.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, do you see the ebb and flow of it all?
Yeah.
And it's like this emergence of the soul and the brightness of who you are and the fruits that you're growing on your tree of life. And I find that artistry.
Yeah.
To me, your life is art.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah. And I'm super grateful for you and what you've shared with us and the wisdom and what you're doing in your tattoo shop. And the irony, you're super interesting to me because what is the belief, again, the dogma about tattoo artists and tattoo shops oh my gosh. But some of the most beautiful people, the most amazing experiences are found when people are in your shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most godly, Christ-like
I love it.
experiences that don't even know him.
And look what the Pharisees have said about tattoo shops.
Right, for sure.
The dart throwers, I call them stone chuckers. The Pharisees, they're the stone chuckers, right? They're throwing stones at this woman who had an intimate experience.
Yeah.
And the Savior of humanity comes and says,
Yeah.
no mas.
Yeah, you're free to go.
You're free to go. And of ye, oh, you Pharisees.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
It's like, what a beautiful place to come to your shop and experience freedom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just feel like in any work environment, anything someone's creating, that's a possibility to create freedom where it's a welcoming and a loving and a sharing and a healing experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're trippy, dude.
I like conversations.
I know,
And
but they're like, it's so perspective. It's so perspective shifting because I've never thought of like as fine line, like being the fine line, like driven in the sand and everything. And then with the Pharisee, because I've had recent repentances where I have been judging, like I judge church people sometimes, you know? So,
Do you see the fine line?
yeah, yeah, exactly. And
But
so
in the
it's
moment
like,
you're in the fine line,
yeah,
you're in eternity.
yeah, yeah,
If you're conscious
yeah,
of your divinity
yeah,
with the Creator.
yeah. And staying in your own lane.
Stay out.
Yeah,
And trusting and having the faith to walk on water.
yeah,
To trust that everyone's having their most perfect experience. Because Peter, he would have loved to walk on water. Oh, ye of little... And the biggest faith-building experience I have is being an entrepreneur.
yeah,
And so I go, okay, God, I'm going to lay a lot of this at your feet.
yeah,
Because I will take action.
yeah,
And I will do what comes up for me. I don't know what the result's going to be.
yeah,
And that's okay. That's the stuff that I lay down and say, this I give back to you in faith. Because if I tried to, have you experienced where you want to manage every little detail and make it work and literally leave God out of the equation of your
never works.
creation? It never friggin' works.
Yeah.
What happens to my health? What happens to my relationships? What happens to everything goes.
yep,
But if I just lay what I don't have, the pieces that my ego wants to control, if I lay those down
yeah,
and do what my heart says, connected to God, we'll just see what happens.
Oh, and it's always way better.
It's so much more fun.
Yeah,
It is so much more fun.
even if it's short-lived and just for like,
Sure.
yeah,
It's
you
just
still
today.
did it.
Maybe today. Maybe we'll see what tomorrow looks like,
Yeah.
right? So it's all these fun little ideas, but to me, they all correlate. They correlate to human health. They correlate
absolutely.
to relationships. They correlate to what I see in nature. They correlate to how, oh my gosh, my children. They correlate to how the depth and vastness of the love I have for my children. My dad would tell me, he's like, Todd, you will never know how much I love you until you've had children of your own. I'm like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
And they'll never know how much I love them, or how much I don't know how much God loves me till I walk through the valleys or the shadows of death of my life.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's grace
yeah, yeah,
to me.
yeah, for sure.
It's like, thank you.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, thank you for today. You are a bright one. Thank you for that. I'm grateful for you and coming on the Two Thumbs Up podcast. Like I said, we talk about whatever comes up.
No, I
And
love it.
there's this show, whatever the show, it's a weird word. This thing called the podcast, we have zero agenda.
I like it.
We don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll catch you on the next time. Thank you. Bethany, thank you. Oh, let's do this real fast.
Yes.
Where can they find you? Your location is in Jordan Landing.
Yeah, so our location is in Jordan Landing. You can look us up on Google for Redeemer Inc.
Redeemer Inc. And do you have social?
Yeah.
We're going to throw your social media stuff on on the podcast as well. So do you want
Sounds good. Yeah. So just look up Bethany Diaz or Mario Diaz, and that's both of our social medias. It shows our business page on there and everything as well. So.
Yes, and we love you guys. We truly appreciate you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you.